Half time at Old Trafford, Manchester United 0, Watford 0. One-way traffic in the game this afternoon in Manchester, and what a relief to say that it is goalless at the break. But oh my goodness me, we are hanging by a thread, by the skin of our teeth. But we will take that. Ultimately, it's Manchester United with superstars like Paul Pogba, Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes. These are players that are hard to keep quiet. And so far, we have done just that. But it's going to be a long 45 minutes for sure. And I worry. The thing is, right now, the result is really good because we've been under the massive pressure. We've been under the cosh and struggled to get out of our own half just because the wave attack of Manchester United. So right now, the result is good for sure. I would be absolutely loving that result if it finished 0-0. But still a long way to go. Still a lot can happen and a lot can change in the game. But the pattern of the game is concerning. It's just the result at the minute is good, and we've done well to kind of get through this first 45 minutes unscathed so far. But the pattern of the game is concerning because we're toothless at the minute, and we're really relying on defensive solidity, which, you know, before that Palace game, you'd have said, all right, out of 4 games, 2 clean sheets. So defensively, we were all over the shop against Palace, but seemed to be showing a bit more determination today for some reason. But if we're getting lucky, then hopefully that will continue. But if we're not, then, you know, you could see United scoring. I just really hope it doesn't happen in that second half. So, yeah, we'll go through that first half of action between Manchester United and Watford. Now, obviously, Man United come into this off the back of an interesting result in midweek against Atletico Madrid. Anthony Elanga scores for his second successive game and rescues a point after a Joao Felix header. He starts today and obviously did score in the win at Leeds United 4-2. So we're doing better than Leeds did by this point. It was 2-0 to Manchester United. And one man who got on the score sheet that day was, of course, Harry Maguire. He was benched for this one, given a rest, as was Jadon Sancho. And also no Lingard in the starting 11, no McTominay in the starting 11, no Shaw in the starting 11. So the Manchester United lineup was David De Gea in goal, as you'd expect, Alex Telles on the left-hand side, the centre-backs Victor Lindelof, and he is, of course, partnered by, for Manchester United, Rafael Varane. The right-back for Manchester United, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Then in midfield, you've got Matic coming in, and he's alongside Fred. Then Bruno Fernandes in that kind of centre attacking midfield. On the left-hand side, you've got Paul Pogba. On the right-hand side, Anthony Elanga. And up front, Cristiano Ronaldo. So our team lineup, we made just the one change from that game against Crystal Palace. Obviously, the defeat to Palace was awful. And I kind of didn't expect much to change, but I suppose what could we change, right? Because the goalie, Ben Foster's our best goalkeeper. The back four has been pretty great under Hodgson, obviously before Palace. And, you know, in the games we have played well, which haven't been few, but the games we've defensively looked quite solid against West Ham and Burnley, then we've looked all right in terms of going forward as well. We've had some attacking threat from the flanks with the likes of Hassan Kamara and Kiko Femenia, but the talking of the latter, he is out of today's game, of today's squad, with a minor knock. So that was one change, and the only change to the side that lost to Crystal Palace. Kamara is still our best left back, and the best centre back pairing we do have is still Samir and Cathcart. So yeah, Femenia out. In comes Jeremy Ngakia to go up against Paul Pogba. So a bit of a baptism of fire there for the youngster. But look, he's looked decent in the first half, but generally, Ngakia has done it, Ismail Assar has done it, Emmanuel Dennis has done it, and especially Moussa Sissoko has done it. The passing has got to be much better. We have looked very, very nervous, and on the odd occasions that Manchester United have given the ball away, we've not pounced. We've broken forward, and there's been a lack of quick decision making, or the decisions that have been made, the pass has just not been good enough into feet, and we've really not punished Manchester United's lackadaisical and often lazy play. But ultimately, we've not had the ball enough. We've been camping inside that half for Watford and really just trying to defend, because Manchester United are wave after wave. They have got some great players, but they can score goals, as we saw against Leeds, and we've just got to try and hope that can carry on that kind of defensive shutout. But our passing really needs to improve for sure. So the first game, the chance of the game, Cristiano Ronaldo has a great opportunity, crossed in from Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the 5th minute, takes one touch, sets his sights, and hits a really good effort past Ben Foster. But it fortunately hits the post, with Foster unable to reach it, and then it comes back and Foster can just about scramble it. Then 9th minute of the game, Anthony Elanga has a chance, a ball into the box that Manchester United try to get something from. Watford defend it just about, and it bounces back into the path of Anthony Elanga, and it's a difficult chance, and he really just skews it. 12th minute, a fantastic moment in the match from the former Manchester United goalkeeper Ben Foster. I mean, this is a chance that really should go in. By the way, I was just wondering if you know that actually Brentford are losing right now. So not good for Watford, because we need Newcastle to lose, but also Burnley are losing to Palace, which is a great thing to see. And Villa are beating Brighton. So interesting, but Joel Linton is having a great one. And I think Joel Willock as well. But anyway, the point I'm saying is, as it stands, the table is looking very interesting. We're sitting in 19th on 19, and Burnley would only be in 20th with 18th. Burnley would be with 20 points right now. So that's as it stands, but obviously still a long way to go in the 3 o'clockers. But yeah, back to the chances from the match. Really, that was a fantastic save from Ben Foster, because Bruno was so close to goal, should be sticking it away. But a great save from Foster to thwart the Portuguese there. 15th minute, Ronaldo has the ball in the back of the net, but it is offside with the shot. They were cross in from the left-hand side, and Ronaldo just kind of converted it from close range, but it was offside. Correct decision from the linesman. 19th minute of the game, Bruno Fernandes diverts an absolute sitter past the post, and really, it was quite well wide, but he tried to latch onto a ball crossed in from the left-hand side, and kind of on the stretch was sliding in, and really just didn't get the direction right at all. But a good opportunity. 21st minute of the game, really nice build-up from Watford. Finally, we see some attacking intent, and we actually get into Manchester United's half, just because of the fact that we're trying to defend, so we're not really playing with an out ball. We haven't looked like we've got a plan to counter-attack. We're just trying to get it away from danger, and that's fair enough for a team in our position. But a nice build-up from Watford. When we do get the possession back, Emmanuel Dennis with a really cheeky flick in the build-up to just kind of get us going on the attack. And then it comes out to Joshua King on that left-hand side and has a shot that's blocked. Really should be, shooting earlier and shooting more powerfully, because he gets, too much time on the ball, and by the time he shoots, it's shot blocked by Manchester United. 27th minute, a Bruno Fernandes header, really good opportunity after Ben Foster basically sliced through Ronaldo. If Ronaldo had gone down, that's probably a Manchester United goal and a Ronaldo penalty. But fair enough to Ronaldo, honest player, stays on his feet, and Fernandes has a chance with the ball in from Ronaldo, but he really should be hitting the target from there. And another moment that we just kind of have a little bit of a let off. 29th minute of the game, Ronaldo. This is a big moment, because it's a good ball into the box. Ronaldo nearly gets there, but fortunately, Foster just about gets a touch to prevent him from doing so. And it's a good thing there was no Man United players in the space where Foster kind of palmed it into. But luckily, Kamara can just clear it away in time. 32nd minute, Dennis, really unnecessary foul to give away on Aaron Wan-Bissaka. A free kick given away in a good position, but luckily Manchester United do not make anything of it. 33rd minute of the game, it comes to Victor Lindelof, just bouncing into the box, and a shot is well blocked by the captain, Moussa Sissoko. Really important and timely block there from the Frenchman, who of course scored his last in the last game, his first Watford goal in our 4-1 defeat to Palace, with obviously Zaha getting 2, Gallagher and also Jean-Philippe Mateta on the score sheet, but hopefully there's no opposition on the score sheet today. Also, a chance for the midfielder Fred on the 35th minute. Fred absolutely acres of space to have a shot. Unfortunately, just massively skewed it and fired it wide. Tellez on a free kick on the 38th minute had a shot. It went over the wall, but comfortably wide for Foster to see it go out for a goal kick. And then a great opening, just near the end of the half, 40th minute for Watford, who really could have made more of the situation. A Manchester United error. Sissoko could have shot. He could have shot. He, dispossessed the Manchester United player well and really looked good to have a shot. But, he's not confident in his shooting, unfortunately. And we're not confident in his long-range efforts. So instead passed it to Ismaila Sarr, who was probably in a better position. But then by the time he takes the touch, Ismaila Sarr is crowded out and the shot is blocked. So really, it's just that incisive decision-making that we need to be doing more. And then last chance of the half, a slip from Anthony Elanga on the 42nd minute, a shout for Manchester United penalty, but not a fair shout because it was a very good tackle from Craig Cathcart, who got the ball, and rightly Kevin Friend not having any of that one. So yeah, what a relief to say it's 0-0 at half-time, but we really look like we're struggling to stem the flow at the minute and change the pattern of this game. But can you blame us? It's Manchester United and it's Watford, so we've got to be realistic. We can't go gung-ho, but at the minute, what we're doing is really enough right now for us. But we just got to think, something has got to give eventually. Manchester United, they were having chance after chance. We're not going to keep getting bailed out by them missing. So the thing with Man United is they're pressing us high and we're playing it out from the back. So you can just see that leading to a Manchester United goal. Hopefully not, but it really has been one-way traffic and we should be 1-0 down by now. But the fact we're not, we can take a lot of encouragement from and hopefully and do something special from our attacking point of view. Man United have been dominant, but the fact that we're keeping the door shut is really encouraging, which we haven't been doing in many first halves. So often we've conceded just before half-time, so it's good to see that. But from an attacking point of view, we need to improve. We need to stop the crosses because far too often, we're not stopping the crosses into the box from either flank from Manchester United, and that is a problem when you've got good headers of the ball like Cristiano Ronaldo in there. Sissoko's passing has been dreadful with that slip from Manchester United, and we haven't taken advantage. But the amount of times where we're playing, get the ball on an odd occasion, and just you've got to be more clear and insightful with your passing because we just pass it into a space. There was one where Dennis got the ball and he just assumed Josh King would get there. He just kind of prodded it into a bit of space where there was no Watford player, but he assumed King would move forward towards it. You've got to pass where the player is. And yeah, really, that was not a great pass. But we've got to make sure those passes are finding their direction a bit more accurately. And we're definitely open down, like I say, the wide areas. We need to kind of stop that Manchester United overhaul in that area of the pitch. I mean, Fred obviously stepped on top of Louza. I don't think there was any malice in that. I think it was just one of those ones. He tries to go for the ball and he misses it. A bit clumsy, but maybe not reckless. And then obviously the chance for Dennis where, he can have a shot, but Sissoko, he brought it down a bouncing ball really, really well. And then it gets on to Dennis. But by the time that he gets the ball, he dribbles a bit further on, and then he has absolutely no support from anyone else in a yellow shirt running around them, so he loses it. So we really have to try and exploit the few chances we'll get in this game, and try and stem the flow from about the 15th minute to the 20th minute, all the way to about the 33rd minute, 35th minute. There was little attacking threat from us, and we were really just holding on, and Man United were really looking so dominant. So we've got to try and stay in this and keep strong as much hard as it can be. Try and find an out ball when we do get the ball, because otherwise this will be too easy for Manchester United to kind of just play it and tire us out of this one. So we need to tighten up. We look very open. We're easily picked apart at the minute, and we've got to find a way to stem the flow, but it's not easy going away to Old Trafford in the position we're in. So we're hanging on at the minute, but hopefully a moment of magic from somewhere and we can just try and carry on hanging on. So let's see if we can get a result in that second half, but it really will be a sticky one. I'll see you for the full-time result and review. Come on, you Horns! Second half on its way.